Hola amigos, aquí es Stanley King. Estoy en Baja, California. All right, Stanley King channel here, guys. This is another one. Story I can't even imagine putting together in my head, but my buddy Josh called me, said be a part of this motley crew of guys, and we're gonna pre-run the entire Baja 1000 course. This year the Baja 1000 went from south to north, so we had to fly into Cabo San Lucas. We took a bus up to somewhere just kind of near La Paz and Todos Santos. Ended up in what seemed like a shady Tijuana style freight yard with trucks. We found the RZRs on the flatbeds. We unloaded them and off we drove for La Paz, and we were off for a journey that I couldn't even dream up. Incredible. Baja's awesome. There you go. Photo bomb. That was Josh there flexing his muscles for the crowd. There we are, 3 RZR Pro Rs, brand new. And this crew, we went from dawn until nighttime every day. Lots of tacos, lots of cold beer, lots of high speeds, incredible scenery. So awesome. So the Baja 1000 course is marked off about 3 weeks before the Baja 1000. So we went down, let's say it was 7 days before the actual race. So we saw a lot of the racers pre-running, and we got to jump in there, but we also got to jump off the course and have the, the fish tacos, shrimp tacos, lots of Tecate red, not much Tecate light. And man, I'd strap myself into this car, and Josh right there, he's a hell of a driver, and he would just book it down these trails, and I kept thinking, man, this is just a circus. We're going through the cactus, there's cattle walking around, there's dudes riding. And when we got in those cars, man, Southern Baja was so green, it was incredible. Hurricane had just come through and drenched all the ground. And the roads were just prima. High speed, not a lot of dust. Well, I don't know. We were in the front group, so actually we were the front car. So I'm guessing maybe the guys behind us got dusted, but you know how that goes. You're happy to be in the clean air and you can rip it and see everything. Day 1, we hit La Paz, and we went about 330 miles up the stair steps out of La Paz, all the way up to Loreto. Saw an incredible mission, San Javier. And man, we ripped out of there so fast. It was just awesome. The roads were higher speed. The scenery was gorgeous. We were trucking across all kinds of terrain. It was unbelievable. Stuff like this. The thing about Baja, if you've been down there or not, I don't know, but every time you go to Baja, something's going to happen, and you don't know what it's going to be. Yeah, and here's the thing that happened. Busted the clutch in one of the cars. And then here's another thing. El Datil. Out of nowhere, we ride into this village. There's little kids running everywhere around the cars, and this dude shows up, the Wheelie King. This is what I call him, El Datil. The dude's got a KX 450, no helmet, and is riding wheelies all over the place. And of course, Josh has got to show him up. There goes Josh. Kids were just loving it. They were screaming, and really cool. This guy's a good dude right here. Yeah, and then of course here's the pit bull that usually chases you through town. He chewed his rope off. That was nuts. And then here are the kids, they keep saying donut, donut. They wanted us to do donuts in the cars. I didn't expect that either. That's this poor dog right here. We just about tagged this dog on the way out. Look at, there he is right there. It's nuts. Just in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, and riding here in the RZR, I threw up the Sky DO2. This is the stair steps out of La Paz. And man, when we got in the car, I thought, I'm going to have to go to a chiropractor when I'm done with this trip. But Josh said, just relax, let the suspension work, and I did. And you know, again, we had a couple Tecate Reds. That's Dave there. And Will, and that seemed to be the beverage of choice for the whole trip. And these roads were awesome going up into Loretto. Really cool. Of course, we had to hit the water. Again, and again, and again. It was actually pretty warm down there, so it was super refreshing, and that water is nice and clean. And if it's not, I don't want to know. I didn't get sick, so I was happy running through it as hard as we could go. It was awesome. Man, this RZR too, it just soaks up everything. These roads are not exactly a walk in the park. Look at, there come the boys right there. That was awesome. That was Will and Furman and Dave in that car. Yeah, and then Loretto. After Loretto, we ran into this place. Such a trip. This is a garage we had to go to. We look at what we did to the A-arms here. This is not what you're supposed to do to a RZR. But this is, again, the unexpected part of Baja. You don't know what's going to happen, but look. Okay, we're best friends with everybody there in the welding shop. Crazy. And that dude on the left, he was in the U.S. and got sent back to Mexico or some odd deal. I can't even remember. That's his little kid there. Kid is going nuts. Here's the mission in San Ignacio. Yeah, and on day 2, Josh said, man, why don't you drive the car? So I did. That was another surprise for me. I haven't really driven a RZR too much, a side-by-side before. And I drove that car and I loved it. It was really, really fun. So this is day 3, this footage, and this is when we left San Ignacio and we were headed the back way towards Bay of LA. And the real surprise for me happened after this day when we got to Bay of LA, because we met up with friends from Las Vegas, and this was where everything got really crazy. I'd been communicating with the guys from Vegas, and they said they needed a chase driver, and I said, all right. After 3 days of drinking beer and eating tacos with Josh and the boys, I thought, well, being a chase driver, that might be all right. Ended up, I pre-ran this section again on my dirt bike. Look at this, it's just beautiful. This is on the Sea of Cortez. It's gorgeous out there. But I ended up pre-running this whole section, and then we took a day off, and then when the race happened, when I came to pick up my rider after this section, they said, Stan, we need you to ride in the Baja 1000. The rider who's here is hurt. You got to do it. So there was another one, the biggest surprise of my life. So I ended up racing in the Baja 1000. My whole time in Baja from this trip that Josh pulled me on ended up being 10 days. I mean, it was just nuts. When you have a chance, look at the boys there. These pictures are so cool of the guys. I love it. What a group of guys. Derek and Josh, and Dave and Furman, and there's Will, Brazel. I mean, look at this. It was just awesome, man. We were just cruising, and it was just so much fun, and we were able to talk to so many people on the trail. You know, if you get a chance to go down to Baja and do something like this, it's memories for a lifetime. I mean, I'll never forget these guys. Jeff right there, he's a good dude. I mean, we just had a blast. Every time we'd stop, we'd crack a brew, we'd laugh, we'd have these great dinners together, just eat like kings. It was super, super fun. Look, we even ate there, and it was good, which is awesome. The missions, I mean, multiple gorgeous missions in Baja that we visited, and I don't want to say the RZRs went without issues, because they definitely broke down in the steak dinners, and man, it was just, that was a restaurant there in La Paz, not La Paz, but Loretto. The chef was from Uruguay. It was unbelievable, but it was just meal after meal after meal. So look at that little dude right there, the gas up. That little dog is like maybe, I think he's a quarter pit bull and the other part is Chihuahua. I don't know. But yeah, and we keep running into top racers, and man, just such an awesome time. But you know, when your friends call and say, hey, let's go to Mexico, someday is not one of the days of the week, that's for sure. You gotta hook it up. I mean, look at those smiles. That's a bunch of 40, 50-year-old guys is having the time of their life. Bay of LA, just awesome down there. You know, the bottom line is you can sit at home and just kind of hang out, watch TV, or you can get out there and get it and send it. And I gotta tell you, it's pretty fun to send it. These boys know how to party. They know how to have a good time. And I'm so thankful I got to know them and go out with them. I've known Josh for a long time. We ride dirt bikes together, but man, these cars are so capable, and it was so cool to ride on that Baja 1000 course. You can do this as well for the Baja 500, the 400, the 250. They pre-marked the course, and anybody can go drive it. You obviously have to watch for oncoming traffic, but Baja is just such a beautiful place. It has so much to offer, and I go back again and again. I'm so glad I do. The memories that I make, a lot of times I can't remember the memories because I'm having such a good time, but luckily I'm making videos like this and nothing incriminating here, so that's good as well. But man, what a trip, what a time. If I get the chance to do this again, I've got to do it. And if I get the chance to race Baja again, I've got to do that as well. But again, I only made 3 days of this trip, but it was awesome. The rest of the guys, they did another 3 days. All right, guys. Well, we'll see you out on the trail, huh? Thanks for watching, and take it easy.